and structure. In the previous class, we have discussed about the definition of atmosphere and its composition. In today's class, we will revise the previous class in the previous lecture, and we will also focus upon the structure of the atmosphere. Then let us start with the what is atmosphere? Atmosphere किसे कहो? Atmosphere is generally defined as a thick gaseous envelope. It is a blanket of air which covers the earth from all the sides and which is attached with the gravitational force of the earth. अगर आपसे कोई पूछे कि एटमॉस्फेयर होता क्या है, जिसके बारे में आप लोग क्लाइमेटोलॉजी में पढ़ते हैं, तो आप लोगों को कहना यह है कि एटमॉस्फेयर एक गैसियस एनवलप है, एक ब्लैंकेट ऑफ एयर है जो पृथ्वी को चारों तरफ से घेरे रहता है और पृथ्वी के गुरुत्वाकर्षण शक्ति द्वारा उससे जुड़ा रहता है. It is the mechanical mixture of the gases, water vapor and dust particles. In previous lecture, I have told you that there are three components of the atmosphere importantly, that is gases, water vapor and dust particles, that is also known as suspended particles or the aerosol. Hence, atmosphere, that is the thick gaseous layer which has covered the earth from all the sides, is generally extended towards the 16 to 29,000 kilometers from the mean sea level. The height of the atmosphere is generally calculated on the basis of the satellite imageries, radar, and the other scientific and technological means that has arrived at the result that the height of the atmosphere is generally from 16 to 29,000 kilometers. But the effective height of the atmosphere is not up to the height of 10,000 kilometers from the earth's surface. अगर competition में ये सवाल पूछे कि what would be the effective height of the optimum level of the height of the atmosphere, according to Savinder Singh ji and his book, we can say that the effective height of the atmosphere, that is 10,000 kilometers from the sea level. But most of the atmosphere and its density is concentrated at the height of the 29 kilometers. So 29%, 29 kilometers is the height where 97% of the atmospheric layer is concentrated. So 97% atmosphere का concentration कहाँ तक है बेटा? That is at the height of 29 kilometers. That is the, we can say that most of the atmospheric component or atmospheric compositions are concentrated at the height of 29 kilometers. That is very important in terms of the weather events and the other climatic phenomena that is occurred at the lower height of the atmosphere. In previous class, we have also discussed about the composition of the atmosphere and its importance. First, we will discuss about the importance of atmosphere. अगर एटमॉस्फेयर पृथ्वी के धरातल को चारों तरफ से घेरे नहीं रहता, एटमॉस्फेयर अगर होता ही नहीं, तो life cannot be possible. Atmosphere provides the life-giving substances in terms of the gaseous element like the oxygen to all the living communities. All the living form over the earth's surface is dependent over the oxygen that is derived from the atmosphere in their respiration. अपने श्वसन की प्रक्रिया में all the living communities, they inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide. So, atmosphere provides the various life-giving substances like the gases, Carbon dioxide is needed in terms of the photosynthesis for the food formation to the other plant community and natural vegetation community. They formed the food in terms of carbohydrate through the means of photosynthesis with the help of carbon dioxide and the minerals, water, and the sunlight, with the help of chlorophyll also. So we can say that atmosphere is the a zone where the life-giving substances are derived. On the other hand, atmosphere on the Earth's surface also behave like the insulator. It balances the temperature. If there would not be the atmosphere, the temperature, the Earth would be heated more or it will be cold more. या तो अर्थ सरफेस बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा हो जाता, जैसे कि और सारे प्लैनेट्स के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, या अगर बहुत जो है एटमॉस्फेयर अगर नहीं रहता तो बहुत ज्यादा गर्म रहता, दिन में बहुत ज्यादा गर्म रहता और रात में बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा रहता. तो एटमॉस्फेयर आल्सो balances the temperature of the Earth's surface. If there would not be the atmosphere, the Earth's temperature will be at very extreme level, either extreme cold or extreme warm. So atmosphere is important in that respect also. Then let us start with the component of atmosphere. What is the meaning of component and composition? Component and composition indicates about what are the various constituents element that have developed any phenomena or any larger concept or the larger elements of the studies. जैसे अगर मैं कहूं कि हमारे क्लास का कंपोनेंट क्या क्या है, अगर क्लासरूम में स्टडी हो रही है तो क्लास का कंपोनेंट होगा फिजिकल कंपोनेंट लाइक द बिल्डिंग, फैन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, table, chair, etc. And the living component like the students and the teacher. And the unseen component, but that is intangible, but it has been seen, is the lecture of the teacher towards the student. That is the component of a particular classroom teaching. On the other hand, we can say that the atmospheric composition means what are the various elements that constitute the atmosphere largely. कौन से एलिमेंट्स हैं जिससे एटमॉस्फेयर कंपोज हुआ है, बना है और उसकी पूरी एक मैकेनिकल जो है इवोल्यूशन. तो we can say that there are the three important component of the atmosphere. First is gases, second one is water vapor, and third one is dust particles. पिछले क्लास में हम लोगों ने कंपोजिशन ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर में देखा था कि हाउ द इंपॉर्टेंट गैसेस आर इन कंपोजिंग और इन डेवलपिंग द एटमॉस्फेयर. There are the following gases which are there in the atmosphere. First is nitrogen, and I have told you that the nitrogen is the diluent gas. Generally it is inactive gas, but it helps into the process of the food making and the plant growth, and plant derive the nitrogen in the form of nitrates, where the nitrifying bacteria or nitrogen fixing bacteria like rhizobium, they are involved into fixing the nitrogen into the nitrates, and plant derives the nitrogen into the form of nitrates. That's why for the plant growth, nitrogen is very important. Nitrogen also involved into the acid rain also. Like the nitric acid, HNO3 is formed and it involved into the acid rain and acid precipitation. Then nitrogen के अलावा हम लोगों ने देखा था oxygen is another important gas of the atmospheric layer. What is the role of oxygen in the atmosphere? Oxygen provides the life-giving, it is known as the life-giving gas. It is utilized in the respiration, inhaling, Oxygen is also functionally needed for the combustion. कोई भी चीज जलाना हो, आग को जलाना हो, या आपको घर में खाना बनाना हो, मोमबत्ती जलाना हो, तो ये कंबशन की प्रक्रिया ऑक्सीजन की उपस्थिति में ही होती है. In the presence of oxygen, the process of combustion is started. Oxygen is very important for all of us, for all the living communities. Then another important gas that is known as carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also known as greenhouse gas, like the water vapor. The nature of carbon dioxide is, it is very much transparent to the solar radiation. It welcomes to the solar radiation, and solar radiation in the form of insolation enters into the atmosphere and received by the Earth's surface. And the nature of carbon dioxide is, it is transparent to the solar radiation, but in terms of the long wave outgoing terrestrial radiation enters into the space, it receives the certain amount of solar heat and raises the temperature and causes for the global warming. That's why it is also called as greenhouse gas. Greenhouse देखा आपने? Greenhouse का nature क्या है? Greenhouse का nature ये है, अलग-अलग laboratories में, botany में and agricultural sciences में greenhouse इस प्रकार के houses को green glasses के तौर पे या green चादर के तौर पे बनाया जाता है, जिसमें सूरज की रोशनी आसानी से इंटर तो हो जाती है, लेकिन वहां से सूरज की रोशनी को वापस जाने में थोड़ी सी दिक्कतें होती हैं, क्योंकि अंदर का जो हीट है वो इंक्रीज हो जाता है और प्लांट के ग्रोथ में, स्पेसिफिक प्लांट के ग्रोथ में वो ग्रीन हाउसेस का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. इफ दैट टाइप ऑफ इम्पैक्ट अकर्ड इन द होल एटमॉस्फेयर, अगर इस तरह का इम्पैक्ट, ग्रीन हाउस जैसा इम्पैक्ट पूरे एटमॉस्फेयर में अगर हो रहा हो, जहां पे सूरज की रोशनी, the solar radiation which enters and which reaches to the earth's surface in the form of short wavelength and received by the earth's surface, and in terms of when that radiation returns back to the space or the atmosphere, in mid between the gaseous elements like carbon dioxide and methane, as well as the water vapor, they absorb the certain amount of long wave outgoing radiation from the earth towards the space in the middle way, and causes for the increase of the temperature and raising of temperature, and ultimately it resulted into the global warming. So carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants in photosynthesis for their food formation, but it also involved into the raising and increasing of the global temperature and causes global warming that impacted towards the increase of the normal temperature of atmosphere, as well as melting of the snow and ices and raising the level of the sea level rise is because of that melting snow enters into the oceanic water, and it causes for the rise of the bottom of the oceanic surfaces, and that causes for the submergence of the island nations. So increasing rate of carbon dioxide by the burning of fossil fuels, by the automobiles and the means of vehicle and industrial effluents are very much harmful for the environmental balances. Deforestation also involved into the increasing proportion of carbon dioxide and the other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And the amount of greenhouse gas, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is 0.03%. It is lesser than argon, that is inactive gas. Argon is there in the proportion of 0.9% in the atmosphere. तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज्यादा है या आर्गन ज्यादा है? एक बार आईएएस के सवाल में ये पूछा था कि in terms of the hierarchical order of the percentage of different gases, which is wrongly mentioned. उसमें आर्गन को 0.9% आर्गन होता है, उसको ज्यादा कम दिखाया था कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से। तो बच्चे आर्गन के प्रोपोर्शन में और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के प्रोपोर्शन में कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं। तो आपको याद रखना है कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का प्रोपोर्शन अमाउंट 0.03% है और आर्गन का अमाउंट 0.9%। However, the oxygen, which is the life-giving gases of atmosphere, is about 21%. ऑक्सीजन का अमाउंट कितना है एटमॉस्फेयर में? 21%. And the nitrogen is there in terms of 78.08%. You can say that 79%. कंपटीशन में अगर 79% हो नाइट्रोजन का प्रोपोर्शन, तो आपको टिक लगाना है, यस इट इज राइट। अगर 79 नहीं दिया है किसी किसी किताब में, इट इज देयर अबाउट द 78.08%, तो ये भी आपका सही है। तो आपको नाइट्रोजन कितना परसेंट है एटमॉस्फेयर में? 78.08%, दैट इज समटाइम मेंशन्ड एट 79%। ऑक्सीजन कितना है? 21%, समटाइम इट इज देयर about 20.68 or something. That is also right, but in general 21% oxygen is there. Argon 0.9%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, and other gases are involved into the 1% of the inactive gases like krypton, xenon, radon, methane, and the other. Then important component of the atmosphere is water vapor. वाटर वेपर को कल हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था। ये सब सारी चीजें मैं आपको रिवाइज करा रहा हूँ, कल ये सब डिस्कस हो चुका था। A water vapor, that is also known as humidity. Sometimes it is also known as air moisture. And water vapor is one of the most important component of atmosphere. Why? Because all the weather phenomena, weather events, like the formation of cloud, that is known condensation, rainfall occurrence, precipitation, tropical cyclone, dew, fog, and the other major weather and climatic elements are generally affected and influenced by the amount of air moisture which is there in the atmosphere. So humidity or the air moisture, that is also known as the presence of water vapor or the air moisture in the atmosphere is known as humidity. And that is the amount of humidity or the water vapor is determined by the level of temperature of the air. पृथ्वी के धरातल पर अगर कहीं पे तापमान ज्यादा है और नीचे वाटर सोर्सेस भी ज्यादा हो, तो इवापोरेशन और ट्रांसपीरेशन and evapotranspiration will be more. The process through which air moisture reaches into the atmosphere is known as evaporation, transpiration, and evapotranspiration. The source of air moisture or the water vapor of the atmosphere is Earth's surface itself. Atmosphere में कहां से आ जाता है एयर मॉइस्चर या ह्यूमिडिटी? एटमॉस्फेयर में एयर मॉइस्चर और ह्यूमिडिटी आता है पृथ्वी के धरातल से ही। पृथ्वी के धरातल पर या अर्थ सरफेस पे जितने भी वाटर बॉडीज हैं, चाहे वो टैंक हो, सॉइल का मॉइस्चर हो, वेजिटेशन के अंदर का लीव्स के अंदर स्टोर्ड मॉइस्चर हो, वाटर वेपर हो, ओशन हो, सी हो, रिवर हो, लेक हो, all these water bodies are the source of air moisture in the atmosphere. Because of the temperature and heating of these components, water components and water bodies, the water of liquid converted into the water moisture and it enters into the atmosphere and it becomes the water vapor or the air moisture of the atmosphere. The source of the air moisture of atmosphere is surface water bodies like the ocean, sea, river, lake, pond, soil moisture, water that is stored in the leaves and the plants, lake, pond, they are heated by the sun's radiation or the solar radiation, solar energy. जब आप घर में वाटर बॉईल करते हो, चाय बनाते हो या कोई भी लिक्विड मटेरियल्स को आप गर्म करते हैं या कपड़ा सुखाते हो घर में, तो वहां की जो नमी होती है या जो लिक्विड वाटर होता है, that enters into the form of moisture water, in the form of water vapor and enters into the atmosphere. यही सेम प्रोसेस आपके तालाब में, आपके सी में, ओशंस में, लेक में या दूसरे डिफरेंट जो वाटर बॉडीज है सरफेस के, यही प्रोसेस आपके इवापोरेशन का, ट्रांसपीरेशन का, प्लांट्स के अंदर, प्लांट्स के लीव्स के अंदर जो मॉइस्चर स्टोर्ड होता है, that is converted in the summer season, that is converted into the air moisture and directly it reaches to the atmospheric layer and it causes for the it is known as the transpiration. So evaporation, that means the change and the transformation of water liquid into the water moisture. Transpiration, the water vapor from the plants and the soil and conversion of water vapor, water materials, water bodies of the plants into the water moisture in the air. That is known as transpiration and evapotranspiration. That is the process through which the air moisture reaches and enters into the atmospheric layer. So water vapor is found about 0 to 5% in the whole global air. It varies from 0% towards the 5% in atmospheric composition. It is maximum near the tropical region where the sun shines in a vertical radiation, where the sun shines vertically overhead in the most part of the year. And because of the excessive heat and the more heat and solar energy, the tropical region are rich in terms of their air moisture and the water vapor in their air atmosphere. It decreases from equator towards the polar region. In desert, however, the temperature is more, but the source region of water is less. That's why excessive temperature of the desert produce the dry condition, not the humid condition, because we require the source region also, water sources also. Suppose करो अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा है और वहां पे आपके वाटर बॉडीज ही ना हो, तो एयर मॉइस्चर कैसे पहुंचेगा एटमॉस्फेयर में? यस अतीक नवाज, यू वांट टू आस्क समथिंग? अतीक, या बेटा, it is slightly changing. Yeah, the composition of atmosphere is slightly changing because of the deforestation, means of technology, science, and industrial development. Carbon dioxide and its proportion is slightly, minutely increases. And it is the reason that global warming and the greenhouse effects occur. That's why we need to the reduction of fossil fuels and the conventional sources of energy. And we have to concentrate the non-conventional source of energy for our industrial development, for the sustainable development. So that's why we have to worry about the climate change and global warming and these type of events that is occurring in the atmosphere. Okay, so we were discussing, yes. Atik, when the atmosphere was evolving, was not the same composition, and there was not the same type of living communities also. In the initial form of the atmospheric development, some gases like the volcanic gases, volcanoes, and the gases that is being accredited are accumulated by the planetesimals growth. They have derived the certain components like the carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and the nitrogen from the different type of the sources of the space materials and the cosmic materials, and certain volcanic and the other forces, they are also contributed in terms of hydrogen, sulfur dioxides, and other gases in that. It was not the same today. It was assumed by the different type of scholars and geologists and the earth scientists. It was not the same. Okay, we were about the water vapor as an important component of the atmosphere. In terms of water vapor, I have said you it varies from 0 to 5%. It is maximum near the equator and the tropical region because of the solar radiation is generally vertical in these area between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. It decreases when we move from equator towards the polar region, and because of the low sources and less sources of the water bodies near the desert areas, the atmosphere near in the desert areas have the less amount of the water vapor and the air moisture. That's why rainfall is lesser in that areas.
Underground water is a source of
Yeah.
moisture.
Yeah, very good question. Very good question. Underground water, when it is exposed to the solar radiation, or when it is there in the soil pore, जो soil के pore के अंदर है, upper layer of soil, not the whole aquifer, but the upper part of under subsurface water, that is known as soil pore. Root के अंदर जो water है, या आपके soil के अंदर का जो water है, या प्रोफाइल ए के अंदर का जो वाटर है, जिससे जो वाटर पोरोसिटी जो जिस सॉइल की ज्यादा होती है, तो वो वहां से आपका एटमॉस्फेयर का सोर्सेज है. एटमॉस्फेयर में ह्यूमिडिटी के सोर्सेज है. दैट इज द इवापोरेशन प्लस ट्रांसपीरेशन. तो ये सारे सोर्सेज जो है एटमॉस्फेयर के ह्यूमिडिटी के होते हैं. नॉट ऑल द वाटर्स, जैसे ग्राउंड के एकदम बिल्कुल एक्वीफर का जो वाटर है वो नहीं. जहां तक सोलर की एनर्जी का रीचेज है, जैसे कि अबाउट द डेप्थ ऑफ 1 मीटर 2 मीटर, इससे ज्यादा सोलर के रेडिएशन बहुत ज्यादा अंदर तक नहीं जा पाता. दैट्स व्हाई होल ग्राउंड कैन नॉट बी हीटेड बाय द सोलर रेडिएशन. लेकिन जो ओशनिक सरफेसेस है, ओशन का जो सरफेस है, या आपके जो है दूसरे जो आपके वाटर जो सरफेस वाटर है, पॉन्ड है, लेक है, रिवर है, they are very important sources. Even the plant leaves and the stored water in the plants and the vegetation, that is the very important source of the water vapor of the atmosphere. Then important source of the atmosphere, the whole of the weather events, most of the weather events are because of these water vapor concentration of the atmosphere. Another important component of atmosphere is dust particles or the suspended particles, that is also known as aerosols of the atmosphere. Yes, Atik, you want to ask? Yeah. Sorry? Albedo. Albedo is something different. Albedo means the amount of the insolation that is reflected by the Earth's surface, that is known as albedo. That is the reflection of the radiation from the sun, from the Earth towards the space. जितना इंसोलेशन आता है, सोलर रेडिएशन आता है, उसमें से जितना परसेंट रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक हो जाता है, वापस जो रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाता है पृथ्वी के धरातल से, that is known as the albedo. That is also called as reflectivity. Yeah, different relief have different albedo, because the albedo is maximum from the frozen surfaces. फ्रोजन जो सरफेस है, आइसलैंड है, आइस कैप्स है, वहां पे जो व्हाइट स्नो है, दे रिफ्लेक्ट्स मोर हीट फ्रॉम द in the form of long wave from the earth towards the space. And it is आपका जो अगर green grasses है और the vegetation है या oceanic surfaces है, their albedo is comparatively lesser in compared to the albedo of fresh snow. That is different. Okay. We were discussing that these water vapor are of the atmosphere is very important because it causes for the rainfall, for the cloud formation, condensation, and the different form of precipitation like the fog, dew, hailstorm, hail, snowfall, so and tropical cyclone and its energy. So we can say that water vapor or the air moistures are very important component of atmosphere. Let us discuss another component that is also very important, is known as dust particles, aerosols, or the suspended materials of the atmosphere. ये धूल के कण जो एटमॉस्फेयर में है, जिनका प्रोपोर्शन बहुत कम है, 0 से 2% तक है, इनका भी बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है, योगदान है एटमॉस्फेयर के इवेंट्स के होने का. जैसे आपका डे लाइट है, जो आप लाइट देखते हो, दैट इज द डिफ्यूजन एंड द स्कैटरिंग by the dust particles of the atmosphere. The solar radiation is scattered and diffused in the atmosphere, and we see the daylight because of the scattering and diffusion of the solar radiation by the dust particles. Dust particles also causes for the condensation. Dust particles are also known as hygroscopic nuclei. Dust particles को क्या कहते हैं? Hygroscopic nuclei. इसका मतलब क्या है बेटा? Dust particles provide the basis and platform for the condensation. It provides the basis and platform for the conversion of air moisture into the minute water droplets that is known as cloud. अगर डस्ट पार्टिकल्स नहीं होता तो हमें एक सरफेस या एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं मिल पाता जिसके ऊपर एटमॉस्फेयर के गैसियस एलिमेंट, वाटर वेपर या एयर मॉइस्चर पुनः दोबारा माइन्यूट वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स में चेंज हो सकते. यही वजह है कि क्लाउड के फॉर्मेशन में, कंडेंसेशन में डस्ट पार्टिकल्स और सस्पेंडेड मटेरियल्स एक बेस प्रोवाइड करते हैं जिसके ऊपर संघनन की प्रक्रिया या मॉइस्चर, एटमॉस्फेरिक मॉइस्चर कन्वर्ट होता है आपके एटमॉस्फेरिक माइन्यूट वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स में, जिसको क्लाउड कहते हैं. The beautiful color of this sky, sometimes it is orange during the sunshine and the dawn, or during the sunset, is because of the selective scattering of the solar radiation by the suspended materials. कभी कभी शाम बड़ी सुनहरी दिखती है या बड़ी गुलाबी मौसम हो जाता है आंधियों के दिनों में, या गर्मियों के कभी कभी शाम बड़ी गुलाबी होती है या ऑरेंज कलर की होती है, नारंगी हो जाती है. It is because of the selective scattering of the solar radiation by dust particles. The source of dust particles are the surface itself. पृथ्वी के धरातल से ही जो पॉल्यूटेंट मटेरियल्स है वो, इंडस्ट्रियल मटेरियल्स हैं वो, grasses, agricultural land, grasslands, all these type of the sources of the land and the solid materials are there as a source reason for the dust particles of the atmosphere. So dust particles of the atmosphere are the suspended materials, or that is also known as aerosol, is also very important component of the atmosphere, जिसकी वजह से ये आपके कंडेंसेशन एज ए हाइग्रोस्कोपिक न्यूक्लियाई के फॉर्म में, या आपके डिफ्यूजन ऑफ सन रेज, डे लाइट, स्कैटरिंग, ये आपके होते हैं because of the contribution of the dust particles and suspended materials of the atmosphere. But the excessive dust particles, बहुत ज्यादा धूल के कण और सस्पेंडेड मटेरियल्स, ये एटमॉस्फेयर के लिए बड़े हार्मफुल हो सकते हैं, आपके रिस्पिरेशन के लिए भी बड़े हार्मफुल हो सकते हैं, पॉल्यूशन के सोर्सेज हो सकते हैं. If it is balanced in its proportion, then it is good. Otherwise, it may produce the danger for the living communities and the other life forms of this planet Earth surface. तो हमने एटमॉस्फेयर के कंपोजिशन को देखा कि कैसे गैसेस, वाटर वेपर और डस्ट पार्टिकल्स अपना योगदान देते हैं पृथ्वी के पृथ्वी के वायुमंडल के निर्माण में, और किस तरह से पृथ्वी के वायुमंडल या एटमॉस्फेयर प्रभावित होता है इन सारे कंपोनेंट या तत्वों के द्वारा. नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे एटमॉस्फेयर का स्ट्रक्चर, एटमॉस्फेयर कैसे जो है स्ट्रक्चरली अरेंज है, और डिफरेंट लेयर्स कौन कौन से हैं एटमॉस्फेयर के, जिसमें ट्रोपोस्फेयर, स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर, मेसोस्फेयर, थर्मोस्फेयर, दैट इज डिवाइडेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ द आयनोस्फेयर एंड एक्सोस्फेयर, इसको हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. लेकिन ये जो एटमॉस्फेयर का जो कंपोजिशन या स्ट्रक्चर है, ये किस माध्यम से हमें पता चलता है? आजकल जैसे हमने कैसे बताया कि ये सारे कंपोनेंट, because of the help of science and technology, remote sensing, satellite imageries, because of the help of the different remote sensing based technology and the other satellite images, satellite processes, geographical information system, earth sciences, the data is being derived by the radar and the other means. We can explain about the component and the structure of the atmosphere. In terms of composition, आपको एक बात हमेशा याद रखनी है कि ये composition जो है आपके एटमॉस्फेयर का एक प्रोपोर्शनेट फॉर्म में जो है विभक्त, और ज्यादातर एटमॉस्फेयर के जो बॉटम मोस्ट लेयर है, जहां पे एटमॉस्फेयर की डेंसिटी जो है ज्यादा है, जिसको हम होमोस्फेयर भी कहते हैं, टिल द हाइट ऑफ 90 किलोमीटर, this proportion of the atmospheric gases, water vapor